Okay, there I go. Okay. So, hey, Crystal, how are you? So I'm over here like I had to actually hit the button to let my own self in, y'all. I thought I was just gonna pop up. I thank y'all for coming in and joining me tonight. I really, really do. Taking time away from y'all day. I appreciate it. I'm about to send my sister her invite to get her up here. I told her she can come on up at 6:40. Um, how's everybody day going? Did everybody cook today? Did you go out to eat? And Bridget, are you feeling better? Look, my day going good. I don't have no complaints. I went out to Potbelly, had me a kids meal, and I'm good. Yes, a kids meal for $5.49, y'all. I'm a geek about that. Shay, check your messenger and see if you got the link. Oh, I made regular chili and pumpkin chili. How did that taste? Believe it or not, I never had anything pumpkin. Bridget, I hope you feel better soon. I really, really do. I'm pretty sure your family understand. They just want you back on your feet and healthy. Okay, I'm glad it came through. Are you getting the meals in bed, Bridget? So I done set up here and written out some questions. And this is y'all the chit chats and daily rants. And I'm gonna be doing this every Sunday at 6:30 to 7:30. And we're gonna be talking about a different disease every Sunday. For the next couple of months, I got a couple of guests that's gonna come up and share their experience, not book text, but how they live with a disease or take care of someone with a disease. So I really appreciate everybody who has agreed to come on this platform and speak about their life living with their disease or taking care of their loved one because it's not an easy task. Hey, Lashes, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Uh, yeah, I'm like that with my kids too. I really they don't be thinking about me at all. They be looking like you don't feel good. I remember one day I had one to get my steroid treatment, and when I get those, I have to come home and rest, drink plenty of water and rest. And my baby was like, "Are you cooking?" I'm like, "Are you serious?" Well, she was serious. Let's see. Shay, were you able to go to the link on Messenger and pull yourself in? Because I don't see you. So today we're gonna be talking about autism, y'all. And I wanted to have my sister as my first guest. So I'm very honored to have her up here, y'all. She was so geeked to be a part of my show. She like treated me like the William Williams. I just wasn't able to send her no snacks or nothing. I was supposed to send her pictures, as a joke. Like I'm gonna give you some wine and snacks and stuff before the show. But I wasn't able to send her nothing beforehand. But I appreciate her for saying she'll come up here and be part of this platform, just telling her life living, um, well, taking care of a child with autism is not an easy task. I don't know the ins and outs of it because I'm not in her everyday life like that. I just get snippets of it, and that's just how it is. Now I will jack up some names, but Terry, I'm not pronouncing that right. I know I'm not. I'm jacking it up. Terre. Yeah, I know I'm jacking it up. Oh, okay. Hey, sis, good job. Love your brother Bo. You his bestie? Are you his bestie? Thank you. Y'all, I will jack up some names. Now I read and then I go to the dictionary and then I read some out and go to the dictionary, but y'all names don't be in the dictionary. I do go to YouTube a lot, like pronounce this word for me. But I did want to start off by talking about 10 early signs of autism. I'm waiting to see if my sister was able to pull up the link. Queen Shay, if not, I can copy and paste it and drop it in the chat so you can come on up. Just let me know which one you prefer. Copy. Oh, oh, you is my brother. I'm look. Oh, that's your email name. Well, see, you be going by so many different aliases. I don't know which alias I'm gonna get. But thank you for joining. I really, really appreciate you. Love you. Look, that's my real life brother, y'all. He got so many aliens. I'm like, listen, I'm used to the other one, not that one. See, you using your aliens and got me up here looking crazy. But I'm gonna talk about the early signs of autism that I noticed about my nephew and also just doing research on it. And it's a lack of pointing, speech and language delay, excessive tantrum tantrums, unresponsive to names. And that was the one that get me about my nephew because he is like really good to listening to what you got to say. He'll listen to you, he'll follow commandments. But if you call his name, he ain't about to answer you. And I'd be like, little boy, don't ignore me. But for some reason, they just don't respond to their names. A delay with playing behaviors, repetitive behaviors, excessive sameness, or in and what I mean by that is they love the same thing. They love the same toy, the same colors, the same foods, and that's just how it is. Hold on, I think this is my sister calling. I don't know. So those are a few. Oh, they don't smile when caregivers come towards them. They line up a lot of objects and set up different orders of the objects. And once you take something out of their order, they get very, very upset. They repeat words and phrases over and over, which is ekaleo. Plays with toys the same way every time. They focus on certain parts of the toys. Like if it's a car, they're going to focus on the wheels. They get upset over minor changes. And those are a couple of things that I was able to notice about my nephew. And also I looked up. Yes, thank you, Miss Crystal. Please hit the like button. Okay, I'm gonna send it in the chat. Y'all hit the like button when y'all come in. I be forgetting little stuff when it comes to this live. And I always catch it when somebody else doing a live, like hit the like. Okay, Shannon. It just appeared in the chat. Thank you, Miss Crystal. So just click on that link, Shannon. I don't know if they make you go through like a logging in or something. I think it's rather easy for you to click on that link and come on up. But I had the pleasure of being on Miss Crystal Clear Live. If y'all haven't subscribed to her, go ahead and subscribe to her. She's so awesome. But I had a pleasure of being her live, and Carbon Q was in there, and they're both from Queens, Brooklyn. And I'm like, how was it growing up in Brooklyn? They was like, it was really, really fun. Now, what I remember about seeing Brooklyn on television stations was they always was dancing and playing music on the subway, on the corners and stuff like that. So I asked them, was it fun? Carbon Q said it was awesome. Yes, it was a lot of fun. And I said, well, what is different about it, to today? And she was like, the community love. And I had to think back, it is very different in in our children upbringing now because of the community love. Back in the days, we used to have neighbors way down on the other end and knew each other. Meaning, if you got in trouble, honey, before you got home, your mama got a phone call. Either you was disciplined verbally or physically, there was no problems. If somebody on the block had something, everybody knew about it. You know what I'm saying? Because there was no secrets back in the days that majorly, except for those dark family secrets. But people knew about it and they shared things. So nowadays, a lot of people don't know about my neighbor 3 houses down may be going through the same illness or disease I'm going through, or they might be where they can help out in such a way. If it's nothing but being somebody to understand and can relate to me. So I think that's what we are missing is that community love, y'all. All right, y'all. We got my sister up here.
Oh, this looks kind of weird. Can you see me?
Well, you look a little weird, girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bye.
I got them eyebrows beats. Okay. I can't hear you. Hold on.
Oh, wait. Can you hear
Okay.
me now?
Yeah. Everybody dressed in the background, right?
Girls, me in the room. Devin up there playing the game, and Amari, Amari just warming.
Hey, Big Rooster. Hey, Miss T with the T. Thank y'all for joining in.
My camera look weird. Oh, okay. I'm
No,
back.
that's all you, girl.
Girl,
That's all
it
you.
look weird. It look weird. We
This
here
my
though.
this my sister, y'all, Shay.
Good evening, everyone. Afternoon. Happy Sunday. I know I'm just chilling today. That's all I did. But I did get ready and freshen up for this interview. I did take a
I,
shower.
I
Okay.
appreciate it.
I
Y'all, she
did put
treated
on
my
the
show. Look, she treated my show like the Wendy Williams. She was like, I'm gonna be ready. I'm sharing you out. I'm doing this and that. I was like, yes, thank
yeah. Because if we don't, who will? Okay. And there's not a
okay.
lot of people. There's not a lot of people out there, looking for people to succeed. There are always some haters that's watching from a view.
That's okay. Look, make sure y'all hit the like button too. Come You so silly. So thank you for being a
Okay.
part of this, and I thank you for wanting to share your story. I know it's not easy, going before the world because we don't know who this video may reach and who it may touch. So I thank you for that. I really appreciate it.
No problem. No
So
problem. I do got my wine though.
you got your wine. All right. My sister sip, y'all. She do sip. She
I do
sip
got my
hard.
wine though.
So can you tell everybody about yourself? I can't hear you. Hold on. Wait. Don't say
Wait.
nothing else. Okay, go ahead.
Me as an individual, as my about my family, myself.
Whatever you want to share with us, it's completely up to you.
I mean, well, I'm 29. Oh Lord, I'm reaching
You
30.
29, girl?
Yeah, I'm
You
29.
ain't getting old.
Ouch. I'm
I know you.
29, so I'm living
I
my
mean,
golden years right
older.
now. I'm living the last bit of my 20s right now. Okay, I'm holding on to what I can hold on to. But
Okay.
29, engaged, about to be married. Um, I'm a real cool, laid back person. I move with people, their energy, they vibe. Um, I'm all about my kids, about my family. Um, that's pretty much. I'm just a homebody now. I used to party and stuff. I don't even do that no more like that.
You did? I didn't know that about you.
I did. I used to hang out with Bird when she used to go out to her parties and stuff, girl.
Okay.
So that was early in my 20s. So I don't
Okay.
do that no more right now. So I'm real laid back. I'm chill right now. Um, and that's pretty much it about me. My life is surrounded by my kids right now.
Okay. How many children do you have?
Three and a
Three.
set of twins. A set of twins, and my oldest is 6, and my twins are 3. They're gonna be 4 this Wednesday on the 19th of October.
Okay. Happy early birthday to them. So listen, which of your three has autism?
Amari, he's the middle child, but he's the
Okay.
oldest twin.
Okay. So let me ask you, how was your pregnancy? Like, did you have any
Mm.
complications?
I was high risk for one, and I constantly stayed working. I was in a situation from the guy selling the house that we was in, and then moving into an apartment. So from there on, I constantly kept on working, working, working. I was high risk. I worked all the way up until, when was it, born on the 19th? I worked all the way up until the 17th of October was my last day at work. And then I went into the hospital the next day to get induced. And then the following day, I had the twins.
Okay, so did you have any complications during your birth?
I had a C-section with Ayana. So I had Amari came out first. They was 40 minutes apart. She will not turn. My last doctor visit I went to, they said Amari turned. That's a good thing because he was the first one coming out. But Ayana, she would not turn. So I was just praying that she turned because I don't like to get cut off. So I was praying that she turned, but she never did. So when they looked, um, they seen feet, and so then they had to get on top of my stomach. They had to um put force on my stomach to try to turn her. So when they turned her, now her butt is showing. So now I got to do emergency C-section, and I mean I ain't never been in that situation. I normally push.
Right.
So they sitting up there saying, "Well, you gotta make a decision. You want to be put to sleep or stay woke?" I'm staying woke. I be
Absolutely.
scared. I'd be scared. I mean, my mom was in the room, but I preferred, Devin at the time. But I was out of it. I was though, but I was out of it.
So,
They doped me up, and then the lady had ended up pushing my medicine. They had the um two what is they called anesthesiologists in
yeah.
the room. They had it's like 15 to 20 doctors in there, but all the doctors that was in there I knew. So it was good that I felt some kind of relief a little bit because they know about me. I've seen all of them. So it's like
Okay.
a practice, and I see like three or four multiple doctors. Half of my team was black. So
Okay.
and then on top of that, they had to really dope me up. It was my first C-section.
You said that.
That was a scary moment, because that's life or death right there. So that was
Right. It
really
is.
scary. That
So
was really, huh?
no, let me ask you before you go. I don't mean to cut you off, but let me ask you before I forget the question. How long were you in labor with them? Like before you initially start pushing for Amari, how long were you in labor? And y'all, this is all new information to me too. I don't think was I around. I don't think I was really proactive when you were pregnant or had the babies or whatnot. So this is all new information to me. How long was the your labor up until the time you start pushing with Amari?
Um, I was probably in labor for like a good, I want to say like 12 hours. Because
Okay.
they had to induce me. They was watching me. The last time I went to the bathroom had to be around 10:30, probably
Okay.
like 10:30 that night on the what was that, the 18th. I went to the hospital, and they I said, let me use the bathroom one more time for y'all, insert the catheter in me. And I went to use the bathroom, and then I told Devin, because I already knew I was gonna go. I told Devin, go home, get some sleep, because he just got off of work. I said to be here early in the morning. So Devin went home, got some sleep. He got there just in time before Amari started sliding down.
Okay. So did
He
they
got
have to use any forceps with Amari, or he just came out really, really well?
he came out good. It
Okay.
was Ayana. Ayana. I didn't even see my kids. That's the bold part. They
Oh,
took my kids. They took my kids and they took them back to Devon. But then
okay.
they had to take. I didn't even know Ayana was in the NIC unit. I didn't see her until the next day. Mama showed me a picture. They all showed me a picture of Ayana. I think they showed me a picture of Amari, but I had Amari with me. The whole time
Okay.
I was in the hospital, I had Amari with me. And then I
Okay.
would get up and then I'll walk to go see Ayana. I didn't see her till the next day.
Okay. So let's fast forward a little bit. So did you go full term for both baby? I mean for the twins pregnancy? It was
They
full
would say
term.
I went full term,
So
but
how
they
many
didn't.
weeks
I
were you?
didn't like. I was pushing probably like 39, almost 39 weeks.
That's
They
full
didn't want
term
me
for twins. Full term is 38 weeks for twins. Anything under 37 weeks, that's preterm.
okay, because they didn't want me to go 40 weeks or over because I was high risk. So they
Yeah.
wanted to induce me.
Well, you did really well because you kept them over the full term date of twins. So that's really good.
Hmm.
Let's fast forward to realizing and recognizing that something was wrong. You know that did you raise questions with the doctor, or did the doctor raise questions with you about Amari's development?
Well, for one, starting off, you was the one that told me about Amari. So, look, you just wanted me to say that, didn't you? Look,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
doing it
yeah, yeah. You know,
now.
I did, yeah.
Look, we
No,
doing the
but for
interview.
real
We
though,
gotta let the people know like what the real was, So
because
that's
the
what.
doctor, I mean, the doctor don't know anything until you tell them something. But you brought it to my attention. I'm like, I'm just thinking you just being you. You know how some people be about other people's kids and stuff.
No,
So, but then I
I
started paying
actually.
attention to him. I did
Mhm.
start paying attention to him,
Okay.
and I did take that up with his doctor. I went through so many people, I done
So
forgot.
let me ask you. So after I brought it to your attention, to just look after him, what did you start noticing different about him from your other two children?
Amari was late walking. He was late walking. He wasn't really saying anything. And he'd be staring off, and I think he started fidgeting with his hands when he probably turned one, a little bit after one. Yeah, because he didn't walk right away. And Yana walked, I think, a month and a half after they turned one. She was already
Okay.
walking. He was late. He was still crawling, up to like 15 months. He was still crawling until he got the hang of it, and then he started walking.
Okay. Okay. So, when you took him to the doctor, what was the initial doctor's visit like, and what did y'all discuss going forward to get him tested to see if he, what was wrong with him? Because did you go in saying you might think it was autism or just it was a delay with him? How did that go? Because I don't remember.
Dang. Well, I don't remember word for word, but I know they've been going to the same doctor since they were born. And I went in, the regular doctor was there, but I talked to Dr. Janet. She's a real good doctor. She worked aside the regular doctor. And then she told me about some places. Yeah, she gave me a sheet and she told me about some places to go get him tested. And actually, now that it's coming back to me, we went to the hospital where he was born at. We went in the backside, the back medical side, and then we went in there and got him testing for his hearing, for his speech and everything. And then from there on, they told me what was what. Then I had to find him like a place to get help for his speech, his OT, things that he getting now. I didn't get. It was hard getting it at first. It was
Okay.
hard because you had to wait for someone to call you back, and then a year that went past, and you think they forgot about you, and you got to go through a lot of resource. I know that for sure.
So before you went through all those resources, I mean, after going through all those resources and getting the initial, this is the case diagnosis, he is autistic. Um, how did you feel? How was your emotions running in?
Mm, I'm so accustomed to it now, too. I mean, but at first, it wasn't like something that like I was just gonna stop loving him or anything like that. That wasn't the case. It was something that I had to process, to think like, okay, well, what went wrong in my pregnancy? Because this time I found out that I was pregnant. I took every precaution. I said, was I, because I was working nonstop. I said, was this the case of it? Or, I took the Tylenol medicine for pain because I had headaches. I had bad cramping. I had morning sickness, really bad versus my first pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I just kept thinking like, well, what did I do wrong? Like, what happened? What transpired? Because he was born, he came out first,
Right, and he didn't
So
have
I'm like, he
complications.
didn't have no complications like Ayana. Ayana had complications with her breathing.
Okay,
She couldn't her breathing was low, or she wasn't breathing for a minute. Then they got her to breathing, and then they had to send her up to Nick, and she stayed there. But other than that, I couldn't. It took a time to like process everything.
mm-hmm.
And then I reached out to, a mutual friend of ours, April. Well, she like family to us.
That's my sister.
Reached out, yeah, reached out to April because I reach out to people because this is new for me. I don't
Right,
know
she can relate
who
to
do
it.
yeah, like I can't relate to someone who don't know,
Can nobody
or
relate to your story unless they walk that walk and kind of understand it? She has my nephew, y'all, has autism and he's 19. So that's
and
definitely
smart.
somebody who was a go-to. So you can then she can relate and tell you, even how she felt. I hope to have her up on the show and she can actually talk about her and being her son being diagnosed or whatever. But I'm glad that you did have her to reach out to. I'm so glad, and I'm glad that you was even able to share that because I think that people just don't realize that even if it's not happening to you, you still go through a grieving process. You know what I'm saying? Did you go through like a
Hmm.
state of denial, like, nah, we got to run some more tests, or I'm not too sure. We're gonna let them get a little older and see if things will get better. Like, did you go through the grieving process?
Well, I mean, I wasn't beating myself up or making myself feel sad. I just prayed on it.
Yeah,
That's all I could do.
and
That's
I mean,
all.
I think I know you. Let me say so we can clear. Was there any drugs or drinking done during your pregnancy?
No.
Okay. I just asked those questions because that's what the doctor be asking. And I want people to know, like, they think, parents done something, which these type of things just happen. We don't know why. I still don't know why, I have my own belief, but
Then
it's
they got the Tylenol thing now. Like if you
yeah.
took Tylenol with your pregnancy, it caused autism. I done seen that. I know how true that was. Now,
So is
I
anybody
done
in your
seen it.
family or Devin's side of the family, do they have autism?
No,
Okay.
no. And
So
I
let me
asked him that
ask you.
too.
Now he's nonverbal, right?
Yep, he's nonverbal.
He's nonverbal. Is he able to say any words at all?
No, I mean, the other day, you know, that one time he said baby, clear as day. He said baby, and that was like once every blue moon. But he may make googly sounds or like this one sound. He say ba 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 ba. He'll keep that up and
Okay.
he'll say that, but he's not saying no words. Now, from early on to now, it's a big process. And we have achieved a lot ever since then, from starting out to now.
I do remember him saying baby. We went on a trip, y'all, and we were gone for what, a week or so. And we came
I
back.
think
He
so,
said
true.
baby, baby. He did say baby, and baby because who he was with. So that baby was screaming baby. My nephew said a word, y'all, because of who he was
Well,
with.
well,
I
well.
want to welcome everybody who has come into the chat. I thank you for joining in, Alberta. I want to make sure I'm saying your name right. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Crystal Clear. I thank you for speaking to those that's coming in. And Crystal say she can relate because she had a special needs child.
Mm.
It's definitely not easy, So let me see, because I have a list of questions. And do you feel like him going to speech and therapy and stuff, or starting because he started school rather early, right?
Yeah,
So do you feel like those things are helping?
of course. They
Okay,
are helping him because at the school that he's at now, because we moved, because he was going to go to Stottenmeyer. He was still going to go to Head Start in the morning.
you gotta
And then
tell his school
Stottenmeyer,
name. You gotta tell his school so I
huh?
go up there looking for him, Lord.
He
And
ain't there. He ain't there. We moved. We
somebody let me see
moved.
him.
Sure, I
That's
ain't no
we on
Kanye.
this, the web is crazy
Look,
now. I'm putting my nephew's school out there. They're crazy.
look. I ain't no Kanye. Sure, he done put his kids in danger. Sure, I ain't no Kanye now. But no,
Hey, Fred.
that's the school that he was gonna go to.
Uh-huh.
But so he was gonna still go to he was gonna have a full day because Steinmeier, they only do a half day, but they work with special needs kids. So he was gonna still go to his Head Start, because they out here they call it different. They call it early childhood.
Okay.
But he was gonna go to his Head Start, and then they was gonna come and bus him. Now that was gonna be the first time he got on the bus, and they was gonna bus him to go pick him up, and then bring him back to their school, and then they was gonna drop him off back home.
Okay.
So I was gonna experience that. But where he's at now, they work with his speech. He has a speech therapist, he has an OT, and he have his actual teacher. And they work with fine motor skills with him using his hands because he be twisting his hands, y'all, like this. Like he throwing up gang signs.
He do this,
So
y'all. He's a
yeah,
spinner. I call him my little spinner because he gonna
yeah.
do
Now
this
he
stuff.
be throwing up gang signs and stuff like that, and
He
Devin be
do.
doing like this. Devin be doing like this to him, you know.
It's
But
so
one thing, look, one thing that he did that I've been telling Devin, I was like, look at him, Devin. I said when he do his hands, Devin, not Devin, Amari been doing more of this,
mm-hmm.
like a more, can you see?
Like he
Like
love
the,
you. Yeah.
yeah, like the I love you symbol. So he been doing that. So they may be teaching him that in there. I don't know, you know, because I mean I'm just thinking he just throwing up his fingers and stuff. But he they may be teaching that to him in there. So I used to go to Novi. I had to go to two different places to get him the help that he need. I don't even have to go to two places no more. It's only is that everything that I went to at the DMC outpatient center is right
Mm-hmm.
there in his school.
Okay. So let me ask you this. As a mom, I know a lot of people struggle with sending their children to school, especially when they're nonverbal because of things that have taken place. We see the news stories, we hear the stories. TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube itself has made it very known about different abuses that go on. How were you comfortable with allowing your son to go to school and being nonverbal?
I wasn't comfortable. Girl, every time they go to school, I'm nervous. I'm nervous
Okay.
about tomorrow. For sure. Be honest, that's with all three of my kids. But no, I pray over my kids. During the day, throughout the night. That's why I can't sleep. It's not a bad thing, but you know, my sleeping patterns be off. But you know, when I feel that energy and that mood, I pray over my kids. I pray over Devin too. He just don't know because he be asleep. But I pray over him as well. But this school year is different because Amari is riding the bus.
Mm-hmm.
And his first week, what was that? His second week? The second week was a success. His bus drivers, I've met them. I know their name. I didn't get no iffy vibe from them because if it is iffy, I'm not sending my baby. So
Okay.
they're real gentle with him. A big smiles and girl, they just so cheerful in the morning. You know me,
Okay,
I'm
that's a good
just
sign.
waking up. You
Yeah.
know, they cheerful in the morning. They wave at me because they got to go up and turn around. So the lady looked for us and she waved at us and I know she's about to get ready and come around. Um, I was skeptical about putting them on the bus because I'm like, it's two other buses that come, and they're older kids who, they're special needs too, and they ride the bus with their older kids. And I'm like, is he gonna be on the bus with all these other kids? Because I don't know, but he rides the bus with only his classmates
Okay.
that's getting bus that's inside his classroom. They're the that's the only kids that's on the bus. So I felt comfortable about that. And then another thing is he had like a harness. So they scrap. I got to put the harness underneath his coat, and I got to zip it up, and then they clip him on the bus. So Devin stepped up there. He is big in the inside. He's seeing how he sit. He got his book bag and everything. Um,
So is
and
there other people on the bus, like, because you know you got the driver driving. So is there other people to assist the children on the bus? How do that
no,
go?
no, they that's what I said. But the
Yeah.
lady, and I'm like, yeah, ain't nobody gonna be sitting there, you know, distracting the driver. But no, it should be a bus aid on there, honestly.
It
And
really
that's something that I got to bring up to transportation to ask them again. But I had asked the teacher, and she said, "Well, no, there's just a bus driver on there. But when they pull up at the school, they do come out and get the kids.
should. Okay.
So they got three teachers in there. So each teacher get two children. They walk them off the bus and they walk them to the bus. And I was nervous about sending him for one reason, because that's why I like watching the news.
Mm-hmm.
But I seen a lady 3 or 4 weeks ago. I think it was like 3 weeks ago, and she was in Detroit, and she said her son is autistic, and he's autistic, and she had sent her son to school, and the bus was late dropping her son off.
Mm-hmm.
It was an hour and a half late. Nobody called her, texted her, said anything. So then
Yeah.
she had to call the school. And when she called the school, she was like, well, the bus just turned a left. Didn't even
Mm-hmm.
drop the boy off. Didn't drop her son off at all. Then she had to call the school, speak to administrator, and then the bus turned around and then dropped her son off.
Mm-hmm.
Now that and this happened probably like a week or two before I'm about to put Amari on the bus. So I'm like, I'm gonna just take my son on the first day because that time Amari got away from me before we went to the what's that airtime, and
Yeah.
Amari got away. Mari is quick, and that's what I tell his teachers. He's smart. He waited till I only looked away for like a whole probably like 2 or 3 seconds. And I'm thinking Amari probably fell at the bottom of the pit. We looking. I said, okay, he couldn't fall that deep. So I'm looking around, I'm searching for him, and my heart is racing, and it turns into 2 minutes. 2 minutes feel like 30. And then it turns into like 4 minutes. 4 minutes starting to feel like an hour now. So I had to try to cover the door. I'm like, maybe he ran towards this way because he moved quickly. So then I had came back. I went through where you sit at for when you eating. I went up the stairs. I was about to go down the stairs. Tashima was coming up the stairs with Amari. Talking about he just ran into me. That was the most scariest feeling ever. Him
That was
getting
one of
away
my
from me.
questions. That was going to be one of my questions. Like, what is one of the most scariest things you have experienced with him? And I
That was
totally
that.
forgot about that. And what did you do to rectify that problem? What did y'all do?
Uh, Honestly, Devin was upset because
No, no, not that. What did y'all purchase to rectify that problem when he's out?
we purchased I purchased the air tag.
So, can you explain what an air tag is and where do
A
you put it
air
when you're out with him?
a air tag is a device by Apple, and well, they probably know because people have been putting them on people's cars and stuff, tracking them. It's a tracking device, and it's small. I got the little Apple logo on there, and I brought 4 of them. They got them off Amazon for $400, and then I brought the watch silicone. I brought that, and then I had I had Devin activated because he got an Apple. And that's another thing. I'm about to switch over to Apple because I gotta when I put it on him, I gotta be able to track him as well.
Okay.
So I'm going to switch over to an Apple device. I'm going to set it up on my phone, and then I'm going to put it around him. Amari got so smart to where when Devin put it, wrapped the watch around him, he take it off. But then when he not looking, he'll try to take it off. So Devin was like, okay, he did some. He wrapped it some type of way to where if he do take it off, it won't come off.
Okay.
So it'll still be on him. I
Now,
gotta
can
turn
you
on some light. It got dark.
can you tell a few more incidents? Also, going back to I am Bridget. She also was thinking on the same line of me when it comes to the bus. I think as a group of parents, y'all need to get together and talk to the school district and get somebody else on that bus. There's no reason that a bus full of children of special needs should be riding with a bus driver by itself. And I say that not only
Yeah.
for the benefits of a child, but I don't, we need another adult watching another adult. You can pull over,
Okay.
anything can take place. I think like that, y'all. I'm sorry, my mind goes in 100 different ways to protect the child, but I definitely think somebody else should be on that bus monitoring. Even if they have a camera, somebody could be choking or anything, and
Oh,
then
they do got cameras on the bus though. I did see
okay,
that.
but see, they still need somebody who can move in case of an emergency come up because kids choke
Yep.
and gag, all the time. I want to thank everybody who has came into the chat. We got a friend from Indonesia here. Thank you very much. Thanks for sticking around. Say life. Bridget, I definitely appreciate you. Hey, y'all, thanks for coming in. I thank everybody who was watching and have not commented. Just hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button.
Gotta hit that like button.
Yes, hit the like button. Now we just talked about scariest things you have experienced. Can you share a few more scarier things that you have experienced at your last apartment that he was able to do and what y'all did to rectify it?
What did he do?
Because a lot of people, I see this on the news quite often. I'm gonna bring up one and then you can just speak on it. I see where kids get out and be wandering the streets, but you don't always know a person's situation. Amari has gotten out the house and he was literally
Right.
in the hallway. So you don't know if a kid is a special needs
Oh
kid.
man, that was crazy. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's the thing. So we were. Where was I? My, what was I doing? I think one time I went out to the car, and my car is parked by the window. I said, okay, let me move fast. But remember, Amari moved faster than me, and I came back in, and I was like, I'm about to go check the mail. But then I was like, girl, somebody kid down there. I don't feel like being bothered. And then I went in the house and I'm looking around because I always check when I come back in the house. And I said, what fuck? I said, what the hell is Amari at? Girl, I went back outside. Amari ass is down there at the other door. I said, Lord have mercy,
So what did
Jesus.
y'all do to fix that
But
problem?
I've got a chain on the door.
And you put it, okay, so she got a chain on her door and put it high up.
Yep.
Another thing with Amari with the stove. Amari loves touching the stove, y'all. He was in love with the stove at once upon a time.
Girl.
Like, what did you do to
So
fix that problem?
that time we had pizza that day. And I think Devin put the pizza in the oven. Put the pizza in the oven. Amari turned on that stove before and I'm like, damn, why did he turn? And I turned it off. Then the second time when you turned it on, it started a fire. I had to run out in the hallway, get the fire extinguisher. And some people don't know how to work a fire extinguisher. It's very important to learn how to work it because you be in a panic mode and you don't know what to pull it at, squeeze and pull and all that other stuff. But the fire company did not come out because I got the fire. It didn't spread big. It was small in the oven still. So it just burnt like the little panels that was in there. So I had to put that out. I had to clean up the kitchen. From that point on, I had to take the knobs off of the stove.
Right.
I had to take the knobs off the stove. And where I'm at now, we got a chain on the door. And so even while I'm here, even if it's just me and Amari in here, or it's Devin, or if I have to go to work, or if Devin leave out, whatever, the chain always stay on the door.
Yeah. I thank you for
Always.
sharing that too. And I don't I'm not putting it out there for somebody to be so judgmental about it. I want people to know this is real. When you deal with kids
Yeah.
with special needs, it's real. And it's like we go along in life and we don't really know the exact steps until stuff happen. And it's like, okay, now I gotta safeguard this, I gotta safeguard that, I gotta safeguard this. So even for the refrigerator, what do you have to do? Because Amari loves to go get his drinks
Girl,
out
there's
the
a lock on
refrigerator,
there.
y'all.
It got
Yeah.
me thinking like, and then not only that, and that's
So
another thing that they don't know. Forgot to mention. I also before I even had kids, I was already I worked at group homes, so I always worked with adults who had special needs. My patient that I take care of, he is autistic, so even at the job, we gotta have a lock on the refrigerator. We got to have a lock on the refrigerator. And I just feel like God probably, because I love taking care of people. That's what I love to do. There's no other job I like doing. Fast food, I've been there, done that. I just don't feel like being bothered with fast food no more. But my heart is into like helping other people. That's what I love to do the most. And I feel like me taking care of people who had special needs before, that kind of like prepared me um, for Amari in some type of way. I always think about that,
mhm.
because sometimes when people that if they don't know, that's why I was like, it took me when you asked me before, well, how did I feel about it? Well, I don't know. It took the time to process because I'm used to taking care of someone with special needs at my job, not to going to have a person I have to take care of in my home,
Right.
and that's an extra job too, even going to work and then I come back home, I do the same thing.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, so what time do you get for yourself as you taking care, you going to work taking care, you coming home taking care, you got a routine, you have daily activities and events and stuff. Like what time do you have for yourself to decompress, like just woosah? And what do you do for yourself?
Girl, I don't be
Besides
having no
that
time for myself.
self-care?
This is my time right here doing your interview.
Well,
This
I
is
thank
my
you.
time.
I thank you.
That's true. This is my time.
I,
Okay. I don't get away from these kids. I can't even I tried to take a nap earlier. I was tired. Girl, the kids will follow me in the back. They don't really too much be caring about Devin. But they come find me. Amari, and there's nothing that Amari do. Amari come find me even if I go in the bathroom to wash my face or if I go in there to pee, here he come right now. Hello. Even if I come into the bathroom and pee, girl, he right there on the floor.
I know I've
But
been there, and I've seen Amari. Like my heart broke when you went to go take a shower, and Amari lay right down on the floor with that tablet. And I
I
said,
was used
"No,
to
you laughing, but me as a parent,
it.
like I feel like shower time is me time. I don't like to be disturbed during my shower time." So yeah,
Yeah.
he be right there, and I know days get heavy because you know even just kids without special needs is a job. So I know what special needs adds more on, and you got to find something outside of the household, something that help you, even if it ain't number 30 minutes, get you together. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not no good for yourself, you can't be no good for nobody else, and that's a lot of stress.
Hmm. It
So
do get tough sometimes, though. It really do.
you say
It
what?
really. I said it do get tough sometimes. It really do. And the
Yeah,
time that I do have to myself is like after I done took care of them, got them bathed, homework, everything out the way. Even Amari, it's hard for Amari to fall asleep. So Amari don't go to sleep right away. I might give Amari a melatonin. That boy's still up 3 or 4 hours later.
yeah.
He's still up.
Let me
And
ask you, did the doctor prescribe something because we know his sleeping is a little off? So do the doctor give him something to help him sleep, or you just do the melatonin?
no, they told me that I can give him some melatonin for him to go to sleep.
Okay.
Give him the recommended dosage for him to go to sleep. But girl, he still be up. He just stayed until like 3 o'clock in the morning.
So let me
And
ask you
then
something about his eating. I'm sorry, go right ahead.
oh go ahead, I was done.
No, I was gonna ask you, like, what do Amari eat?
French fries.
What else do he eat?
French fries.
And what else do he eat?
Oh, so applesauce. Now he haven't ate the applesauce recently, but now he eat yogurt and it gotta be like a strawberry banana. Oh, and he eat peach.
So
And
is he
then
drinking anything, or is he drinking only certain drinks?
well, he drink. We got him drinking water now because he's
Okay.
not fond of water. So we got him drinking water now, especially since he go to school. So this time, see, so at this school, I can send him in his food that he like. Versus the
Okay.
last school, they wouldn't let me. I couldn't bring nothing in, and all they feed my baby is applesauce. And it be days where they have French fries, but it be also be days when he don't eat. And I
Yeah.
don't have to be there not to know that because y'all not gonna feed him French fries every day like if I would. I done
Yeah.
tried him on different foods because I'm tired of hearing people say, well, try this, try that, try this. Shut up. I done already did that.
Yeah,
So
but
that
it was crazy that the school wouldn't let you send him nothing to eat, and he was only eating applesauce. Because if we do that at home, that's neglect. You starving your kid out, you ain't
mhm.
feeding them. So by the time you go pick him up, I know it was plenty of days we had to bring the fries along to make sure as soon as he got out, he got his fries because
I feel like
people.
they should have made that an exception though.
They should have, because the thing about autistic kids and people, I mean, they're in the field, they should know all about it. You should learn about it because when kids have autism, once they lock in on a certain particular item, that's a wrap. They will eat unless they're high on the spectrum. Now, if they're low on the
Hmm.
spectrum, if they're high on the spectrum, then guess what? They lock into certain foods. If they low, they're more open to trying different things. Amari is high on the spectrum, so he locked in to what he liked, and that is French fries,
Hmm.
which makes a poor diet, but that's what he takes in.
Now we did go out yesterday and try to find him like some vitamins intake. Now we found some for Ayana because he don't chew gummies. Amari is very particular about what he eats. And to give him his vitamins, we have to find like some liquid vitamins or do like a substitute. But he only sticks to he like he's very picky.
Yeah,
So the and some people don't know this. Like Ruffles. He likes the plain Ruffles, but it has to be the ridges. If it's not the ridges, he don't want it. And recently, he just started eating Lay's. He never used to like eating Lay's. He'll look
that's
at it,
good.
put it on his lip. He'll put it on his lip, and then he'll throw the bag down and
Yeah.
walk away. Now he just started eating some Lay's, and it don't have the ridges on there. It's just the regular Lay's. So certain things that he adapt to. If they tell me at school, well, he tried this, and I know for sure he may have tried it, then I go out and I buy him food that he eats.
hmm Now, I know he loves like different textures and stuff. Certain things he likes, certain things he don't, based on the textures. Do you have a problem with his clothing? Like, do he keep his clothes on, or do he strip, or like? Because some kids strip off things they don't like certain clothing on them.
No, Amari is fine with his clothes.
Okay, that's good.
One thing I did notice, like a month ago, when I was laying in the bed putting him to sleep, and I'm just laying there, I'm on the phone, and I'm hearing something. And I'm like, what the heck you over there doing? He started developing biting on his clothes. So he started biting like on his shirt, his pajama shirt. He started biting on my blanket, but that wasn't about to go down. So he went back to biting on his shirt. So then I had to watch him a little bit more. Now he haven't done it in the last 2 to 3 weeks, but I know probably like a month and a half ago, I noticed him um biting on his clothes. And then 6 months ago, I noticed that he started biting on his nails. Now
Okay.
that was something new.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Um, yeah, that's Amari do stuff different every day.
Yeah.
I just gotta watch him and observe him.
So Amari's about to be 4 on the 19th. Y'all drop
Woo
some
woo.
yellow, purple, I mean yellow, blue, and green hearts in the chat for my nephew birthday coming up. He'll be 4. We're gonna talk about potty training because a lot of people be like, oh, they should be out of diapers. Some kids are special needs and they still need diapers. How is it coming along with the potty training?
He's not fully potty trained, but he do know when to go to the toilet. Now with me, I have to walk him in there, and it's different with Devin, especially like I don't know, like Amari is smart, and that's what some people don't understand. Like, oh, when they don't know too much, when he don't know certain things. Yes, Amari do know. Amari will play you. If he don't know you, he gonna play you.
I
If Devin be like, now Devin be like, he'll snap his fingers and be like, go sit down. Before Amari didn't know when to go sit down, so that's some stuff that Devin worked on with him and also myself. But if Devin tell him go to the bathroom, he'll go to the bathroom. He'll sit down there. But to keep his attention, gotta have that tablet.
yeah.
And he'll
So
sit there.
he loves his tablet. Is there anything else that he likes outside of his tablet that he focuses in on?
No, he want that tablet.
So y'all, when Amari come over to my place, the first thing
Oh, a
Amari
hanger, my bad. A
do,
hanger
okay,
too. A
you
hanger.
better tell him.
Yeah, a hanger, my bad, my
First
bad. A
thing
hanger.
he come in, he's gonna get a hanger at my home. He gonna spin that hanger.
Yeah,
He
see,
gonna
that's
have his
another thing
tablet.
too. We was trying to stop that, and then he
Nope.
go over to mama house. Well, this is so funny because he know where she keeps her closet is you gotta walk through the closet to get to her bathroom. So he knows that where the hangers is at, and he'll run back in the. He won't stop or nothing. He run straight to our room, go in there, get a hanger, walk out, and start twirling it.
Yeah. So
So
yeah,
we
when
we
Amari
tried
come, he get
stopping
a
that, but
hanger.
it didn't work.
If y'all trying to break him for that, don't send him here because he gonna get the hanger. Because I know that's what he likes. If he fidgets it, he doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother nobody else. And that's what he likes to do. Now, he do have fidget toys at your home. Got fidget toys over here, but for some
He still
reason,
got the fidget toy over there. Now that's something I did not know.
I have fidget toys for my own son, so I
Oh,
mean they
I'm
go.
like, my son left a toy because we need
But
all
he do have
toys
some toys over here.
assembled.
He had a little zipper one still over here,
Devin
and
just brought him something from Amazon and came today. He said it was like some type of fidget toy, but I think it's the one because when he used to go to therapy at the DMC, the lady had like a little hose thing and you pull it and it make noise, and then you retract it and then you pull it and it make noise. So he just brought him a lot of fidget toys for his birthday. Because
okay,
any other toy, they be like, "Oh, buy this because it's cute." He's not gonna play with it, and we not in the business of wasting money. So, like I said, I buy exactly what my kids like, instead of buying something that they won't play with and it's gonna sit in the closet.
okay. So let me ask you this question: any parent who is just newly diagnosed, their child is newly diagnosed with autism, what advice would you give them?
Mm. Well, some people process things differently, but I would tell them, a good support system is good to have, and also prayer. I mean, that's what worked for me. I don't know what works for anyone else, but a good support system, prayer, every single day, meditate, just try to stay in like a good settled mood, because I don't like to be upset. And then sometimes if I'm upset, then he can feel that. And sometimes and then not only that, every child is different. But I know from my experience with Amari, he can have what I'd say is one of his moods. I don't call it a tantrum. I just call it one of the moods that he go through. He experiences it for like 5 to 10 minutes and that's it.
Okay.
But that's another thing too. Like after a long day, then he break out on his mood, and then you have Ayana, you have Zion, all these other personalities going on at once. I'm trying to stay sane myself because sometimes it can be too much. It can be
Yeah.
too much, and that's why I keep my wine because I gotta have something, to cool me down in my music. But I'm just saying. But other than that,
Y'all.
yeah, I'm for real. But other than that, just pray and something that you're gonna have to deal with moving forward is to get your child help.
Okay.
That's the number one thing.
Do you and Devin work pretty good together when it comes to taking care of the babies and just being able to give yourselves time, alone?
We
Or
do actually. Hello, you coming in?
and then let me ask you another
Okay.
question. If you had the choice, would you be a stay-at-home mom or would you rather go to work? And
Oh,
why?
you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm glad you asked that. I feel like a stay-at-home mom right now. Since my injury, I've been at home for like the last 3 months. So if I can get paid for doing this, I'll probably be a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
But then again, I told Devin I'm not no housewife and I like making my own money. So I don't know. But if I could stay home and get paid, okay, I'll be home.
So how would $1 million make your life easier in raising your son?
Ooh, for one, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Honestly, I'll buy us a house and a car because we need another car, seriously. But I always wanted to build my kids like their own playground in our backyard. I would like to get a house. I would like to get them like the little trampolines and all the stuff that they like and build it in the backyard and put up like a safe, like I think one of those like privacy fence. We gotta have a fence
Okay.
because in my house, safety is number one, especially with Amari. And sometimes my mind can start roaming, and I know this probably different. I don't know if this is one of your questions or not, but sometimes my mind will start roaming if I start to overthink. About like, dang, hopefully nothing happens to my son. I'm not gonna be here forever, to protect him. But since
Yeah.
I'm here, I'm going to do everything I can to protect my son. Not just only him, but just all my kids. But it's different with Amari that people may seem like, oh, was she playing favoritism? No, I'm not. Amari doesn't know. Amari he can't speak for himself. He can't protect himself like I would protect him. So, um, the number one thing with all my children is safety. I worry about them when they go to school. I like having my kids here on the weekends. They do be stressing me out now, but with everything going on, I do enjoy them being here. And for the last 3 months that I have been off, I really, really been enjoying them. And I think it was, well, I won't say my injury was meant for this, but I did need a break. I did need a break. I need a break from work. I just needed a break. Sometimes Devin to come in and like over the weekend, like he took off yesterday, so I can get a break. He went and got me some Vicks because I wasn't feeling too good, and he brought me some stuff to for me to relax and unwind. He gave me a body massage and stuff like that. And I do the same for him. Because as hard as it can be for me, I know it can be hard for him. And
Yeah.
guys are different. They don't really express their feelings like that.
Now, was
You
he
know.
in denial when Amari was first diagnosed?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was.
So also, I want you to know that it's nothing wrong with saying because you say your mind get busy, and I know what that means. It's nothing wrong. Have you thought about going to get counseling for yourself? Some therapy just to go have somebody to woo side with?
I have, but I'm scared if I say something, they might send me to the crazy house. So
Or all right,
I
y'all. With that being said,
no, no, but I don't like to open up to everybody. I don't mind opening up, but I got to get a feel of you. I got to get a feel of the person that I'm talking to. Like I went to therapy before when I was a kid. I did, but we
yeah,
knew.
but
I
we're
knew
talking
what
about
to.
as an adult and having kids. Now that's totally different from you being an adult and having kids and dealing with all you deal with because raising kids are not easy and raising a kid with a special needs adds more onto you, because you have those extra worries and stuff.
Hmm. But
So
I have though. But it gotta be. I gotta feel comfortable with that person.
yeah, but
I will
first
give it
step
a
is
try.
reaching out to go see a person. If that person don't work out, go see another person until you find that person for you.
I need a
That's
black
very
person to
important.
understand my problems.
Yeah, you can ask for a black person. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what you choose. It's all about
That's
your
what I
preference.
prefer.
And I know a lot of people do because they say you want to be able to relate with a person. So I
Yep.
definitely get that. So these are things that I wrote down because I feel like if we talk about a problem, we definitely got to talk about the solutions. And I want to thank everybody who tuned in. I want to thank Crystal. Thank you so much, moderator. Definitely, I saw you on comment. I just didn't want to be rude to Shay as she was giving up her time because it's very valuable. Everybody who commented, everybody who joined, I thank you. I see Miss T step back in the building. Thank you so much. Um, and with that being said, things to do to cope. So let's talk about taking care of yourself. You got to take care of yourself, just like I said, because if you don't take care of you, you can never be no good for your children, your husband, or anybody
Right.
else. So I don't care if that's you stepping out the house for 10 to 20 minutes, going to get you some ice cream, sit in the car, listen to some meditation. Drink your little wine, don't drive though. However you want to do it, you want to take time for you away from everybody else. Have your time, and same thing go for Devin. Also, to have hope and never lose hope, even when you're holding on with a string. You call somebody, you reach out and you let them know, listen, I'm drowning. And it's okay to drown, but you need somebody to help pull you back up.
Hmm.
Don't just get so far to where you can't come back from it. Pray and trust God to lead you. And then when I say pray and trust God to lead you, that means you take hold to everything that's surrounded around Amari, you learn about it so you can be a better parent and advocate for him. Um, Also getting support. It's some groups out here that can be a support system to you. Now get you some bright groups, meaning day groups and dark groups. What I mean about that, light and dark, I mean light groups are very, very, very positive, and you just want one dark group. What I say about one dark group, because they are many out there. Those are the groups
Hmm.
that constantly pour negative and complain about, and don't never give a solution. That's the group you go and vent to, and you have one person that you can call and just say, I need 10 minutes of your time to vent. I just need you to listen and not say nothing. So when that person is not available, that's when you go in that one dark group. And I say that because I entered in some groups and they was too dark. I had to come out. But when I feel very, very heavy, I go vent because that's what I call it, the dark group. Also, I heard you mention, some people can think it's favoritism when you have other kids, but by all means, and I have it in bold capital letters, do not neglect your other children. You make time between you and Devin to set apart. I don't care if it's once a month, twice a month, but y'all go out and do something with one child. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Once with that last baby, to let them know this is your time, and you brainwash their mind, let them know it's their time, because guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna grow up and they're gonna feel heavy that they was neglected because of my brother had this special needs, and that we was neglected. And they're gonna have resentment towards him. You don't want that to happen by all means. So you
We
pour.
actually did that one day too.
Yeah, but you make it a habit to do it, and you constantly remind them this is that y'all not talking about nobody else but what y'all doing, and ask them for
Hmm.
things they like to do. Don't just pick the things for them. Ask them and start checking it off, just doing what they want to do. Because I say sometimes we have to make an inconvenience for ourselves to make it convenient for the ones we love. And I'm gonna say it again. Sometimes we have to inconvenience ourselves to make it convenient for the ones we love, because they're gonna always remember that they're gonna be the ones to tell a story to the people who parents did neglect them because they had that special needs child. My mama didn't do that. She always made time, even if it was 30 minutes, 20 minutes. She made time, even if it was taking me to the show or a carnival or something. They're going to always remember that. So please do not neglect them by no chance. And also, do positive, relaxive, and exercises if you do yoga, meditation, or go to the gym. Also do family activities that include Amari. Don't leave him out. Do something. I don't care if it's hand painting. They got it all at the dollar store. Play little board games,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, but include everybody and stay consistent and get on a schedule because guess what? They operate better like that. They really, really do. And I know that's a struggle though, because I struggle with it. But it's something that will help Amari as well, like really, really big, and the girls. And
Mm-hmm.
look into respite care where somebody can come out and give you breaks. I know, I know that it's limited on our ends, and I understand. And everybody don't like to put their hands in people, their children in people's hands. But you can get an alarm system set up in your house, or a camera. You can set it up in your house, and that person can know
Ooh,
they're being filmed. Because guess what? If you're there to do right by my child, you don't care about being filmed at all. But those are things
right.
that I just wanted to offer off to you as a solution. Of being a parent with an autism child to try to make it a little bit easier. And also, because you came on my show, I am gifting
What
you.
is that?
Hey, look at this. So
Now put that back so I can read that. Hold on. I see the fella said
I'm gonna
overnight.
read it. I'm gonna read it to you. It's one overnight stay, but you have to come get
Girl,
your babies the next day. Listen to that. One stay, but you come to get them babies the next day.
I
It
need
says,
Devin to come in on this.
look, I need a week notice. It must be a day my son is home. Drop off is at 5 p.m. and you pick him up the next day. Now
Hold on, that's too many rules. Go back.
hey, hey, you want
Drop
you want
off
the
mean
coupon
drop
or not?
off.
And it expired, okay, 12, 28, 22. So hey, you better take
12
advantage.
what?
12, 28, 22. Or
I'm gonna cash in on the 13th. I'm glad that you brought that up. See how God brought me here on this show because you talking about we need time, and we already placed these tickets 6 months ago. So we are going to 2 concerts next month. Okay,
okay, well,
now
cash in your ticket, baby. Cash it in. Because
is RJ gonna be home on the 13th?
I don't know, but I'll make a way if he ain't. Thank you, Bridget. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you, Chris. I thank y'all for tuning in. I thank you for being a part of my show. I really, really do. This is the
This
first
was fun. I like
day back.
this. I
Well, maybe
like
you can come
this.
up again. Maybe you can co-host with me.
Oh, they ain't ready for me to co-host.
But I really, really thank you for just keeping it real. Because and the reason why I brought up the most scariest moments because people don't understand. People go through stuff, and we live in a world that they just so quick to judge. And real life stuff happen, and we don't think about always safeguarding and stuff like that. And y'all, I'm gonna post a clip of the refrigerator that we had to lock up. The lock is found on
Girl,
Amazon.
I know you did not still got that picture.
Yeah, I know I did a video that day I was over there. You remember I said I'm gonna
No,
do a
what?
video and post it
Now, why would you do that?
because everything is content. So
I'm gonna make y'all sign an NDA when y'all come over here now.
whatever.
A whole NDA.
Thank you,
But
Miss Bridget. Miss Bridget said, "Great job, ladies." I was not
thank
ignoring
you.
nobody in the comments. I just wanted to flow in her interview because the way my man worked and the way she flowed, girl, we'll be all over the place. So I do. I appreciate you. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. Make sure y'all hit the like button on y'all way out. For those that was able to comment, I appreciate it. For those who wasn't, just thanks for watching.
Oh
And
dang, you didn't even hear from Devin.
what did he want to say? Did he want to say anything?
I don't know. You had said that you want to hear from like a
I
male
did want to hear a
perspective.
man point of view of how did it feel, to have a son, because that's his only child, his only son
Did
being
you want me to call
diagnosed
him in
with autism.
here? I gotta
That
get
way
off the phone.
heavy on him.
You want me to call him in here?
Yeah, call him real quick. I got
Deva,
for him.
Deva,
Now, this
come
is
here.
his name for him, y'all. Devil.
Yeah, that's what
My oldest niece call him.
yeah, that's what Zion called him,
Yeah, my
Devin.
baby call him Devil.
Hold on. Let me see if he in here.
Yeah, and the reason I give my sister this coupon because baby, I can't watch the kids all the time. I'm gonna be honest with you. My nerves be bad. When I went to set over there, I
My sister
actually
said she watched the kids get on here.
when I got stuck,
Hold on,
the
excuse me.
headache. I needed 2 drinks. So I know it gets heavy.
Can you hear me?
Devin, I can hear
Hold
you, Shay.
on. Cause why is like I can't hear you? I just
I'm
took
not
my headphones off. Shut up. You talking about some technical difficulties. Can you read back this note to Devin real quick? Because he don't believe the note that you had
Get
said.
Puffy up out of here, man.
Shut up.
Come
Hey,
on,
Devin,
read the
you don't
note.
believe the
What's the
note.
note?
Hey, Devin, how are you?
Man, I got me on this, man. Look,
Wait, can you
Hold on,
it's
can
my
you hear
time.
us?
Denise
See,
now.
look, there she go.
Wait, hold on.
Hey,
Let me
TT
put my
baby.
thing back on.
Can
Hold
we get her
on.
out of here, please?
Dang, look it on.
Can you get her out of here, please?
Hold on. Oops.
Don't make me drive by my niece now, y'all.
It went back to the. Hold
I
on.
drive. I pull up for my niece.
Uh-oh. The sound went away.
What went
I
away?
can't hear.
I can hear you.
Bro,
It went back to the phone though. I took you off of
I can see
I
your face and I can hear you. I don't know why you messing with it. Now it's froze. All right, y'all. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know if she's gonna come back on. I did want to ask Devin a few little questions, just from a man point of view. I think it's so important to hear from men and see how they feel about things, because their emotions weigh so much different from us. Hey, Devin.
yeah.
So I just wanted to ask you a few
wait, hold
questions.
on. You gotta put it on pause because it's connected. You see how you gotta put your ear up to it?
I can hear.
Okay, we're gonna try to hear you the best way we can because I disconnected from my earphones, but he can hear you.
Okay, so I just want to know, when you first heard the news of Amari being diagnosed with autism, how did you feel? I can see into your ear. You gotta watch that wax out now.
All right, now we turn into a comedy show now. I told you I wasn't there for this.
You know we'll go on a comedy real quick.
We're going to
You know I
comedy.
know.
Okay, but no, on the real
No.
though, I kind of like, I wasn't disappointed, more so like, but I was prepared for it, because I kind of did some research behind it and did the symptoms. I mean, with me working in that field, I kind of was already prepared for it.
Okay. So were you like, Amari's your only son? So like, were you hurt in some kind of way, like, or you just took the news and was okay with it?
Oh, well, I mean, you can't. Well, autism, it's not like with Down syndrome and stuff like that. With autism, they still have the same functions. It's just that it's going to take more of a learning path for them to actually comprehend more and stuff like that. It's not like they got Down syndrome, like he gonna be paraplegic all this life or something like that.
Okay. So do you work hand on, just one on one with him? Like, what do you do to help him in his development?
Well, in his development, help him, show him like common everyday things, like help him put a shirt on, show him how to put on the shirt, pants, help him put on the shoes, show him which, like which foot is the right foot, show him which foot is the wrong foot. He know that. Um, shoot, helping him brush his teeth, just common everyday things.
So do you feel like he listens to you more than he listens to Shannon?
Of course.
I knew that was
Oh
coming.
man, bye. But he do. The kids see Devin, they gonna run now. What they running for? Okay, so like, what is your plans like for the next 5 years when it comes to Amari development? Where would you like to see him at? So I lost connection with them, y'all. I don't know where they went. Hey, Miss Crafty Leo, I see you done stepped in. Thank you. I don't know where they went, y'all. I'm not gonna try to bring them back up because it is well over 7:30, and I just want to. Oh, here she go, right here. Let me see.
We back. I'm sorry. I had to adjust the sound. I can hear you now on speaker.
Oh, okay. I was just about to end. So I was just saying, like, where do you want to see Amari development within the next 5 years?
His development as far as with, like I said, me and verbal, um shoot, yeah, verbal, less dependency, things like that.
Okay. And y'all know, and I'm big strong on write it down make a vision board, y'all. I'm doing it myself for where I want to see myself in the next 5 years. Really, in the next year, I'm gonna do a whole vision board. But do a vision board, y'all, and put it up on y'all vision board and constantly work with them. And I'm telling you, that thing will be turned around. My nephew will be talking. You just put the work in, and when I see him every 6 months, I put some work in too.
Yeah. Okay.
That was a joke, Devin.
Oh boy, that was poorly worded.
I'm sorry.
So I gave y'all a coupon for one overnight stay, but y'all gotta come get them babies the next day, okay? And it expires on
Bring me a tablet.
2022. So Shannon said y'all got something coming up on the 14th, so we'll check into that date and
I didn't say the 14th. I said the 13th.
What the 13th?
What?
The 13th of next month. We have that concert. We got 2 concerts next month.
That's not the
ATT
13th.
baby, that's my oldest niece back there.
Oh
That's
wait, I'm sorry. I take that back. It was
The 12th.
the 12th. I'm sorry. It was the 12th.
Well, we'll check into the
Hold
date.
on. Go ahead.
Thank you, Devin, for tuning in. Thanks for giving your
Yes.
Devin. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for giving your words.
That's
And
no problem.
let me ask you this one last question. If a father just was giving the news that his child has autism, what kind of advice would you give him?
God damn, we got to thing all on my nose.
Sorry.
Stuff. It's not the end of the world. Y'all can hear you. It's not the end of the world.
Okay.
I got Puffy in the video all over me, just the cloud hanging over me like a pending day. I'm sorry, but like I said, it's just not. Don't take it like a grain of salt. It's not the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? He will be better and things like that.
Okay. Well, I thank you for that advice. I thank you. I thank y'all for being who y'all are to Amari. Keep doing an awesome job. And as he get older, things will get better. And the more y'all pour into him, the more that'll come out of him, you know?
Yeah.
And he will be verbal. I don't know if you had a pleasure of meeting April. Maybe y'all should go meet April and
April's coming to the wedding too.
Okay, well look, meet my nephew, because baby, when I tell y'all that my sister's son, he's 19 with autism, when I say Apple is missing out on a good employee, they're missing out on a good employee because he knows technology like no other. But thank y'all for coming up on my platform, Shannon. I will contact you later. Love you.
And
bye,
Mari. Say hi, Mari.
She would have spent for y'all. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to chit chats and daily rants. I really, really appreciate y'all. I appreciate my sister for coming up on this platform for my first show. I really, really do. I thank everybody who showed up. Thank you, Crafty Leo. I see your comments down here. I thank you, Miss Crystal Clear, LMB. That's me. Thank you for tuning in, Miss T, Big Rooster, Alberta, Bridget. I'm just trying to name everybody that I saw that made a comment, y'all. I really, really appreciate you all. Miss RX Nails, I know you couldn't tune in. Yaya, thank you for coming in. Lashes Journey, Jared. I just want to make sure that I call off everybody's name. And my bird, thank you. But I thank all of y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate y'all. My sister is gonna cash in on this ticket, y'all, because baby, when I say I gotta watch them kids and spares, because they be heavy on me, so I know they heavy on her. And I just want her to always do her best with them and know that guess what? If you need somebody, you just pick up that phone and call, because days do get heavy. There's nothing wrong with counseling. There's nothing wrong with having a community to reach out to. We don't have to always take it in. And just like I say, as I started off, Carbon Q and Crystal Clear, hit it on her page, Community Love. Oh, I did want to do a Cash App giveaway for my first showing, y'all. So I don't know who all is in the chat. I don't know who all is left in the chat, but everybody that's left in the chat, if you could just drop a number from 100, 100 to 500, from 1 to 500, drop it in the chat and I can Cash App you. So I'm giving away a $10 Cash App. So you have to pick a number between, I already got it written down, my number, but your number, 1 to 500. So I'm going to sit around and wait for that. If you drop it in the chat, and then I can Cash App you. All right, Tay Life, I see you at 155. I see you at 350. That's my brother, y'all. You make sure you drop your number too, Crafty Leo. 499. Miss Crystal, you make sure you drop your number too. I already got my number written down, y'all. Look at my sister. She ain't crap, y'all. Tomorrow, text her the number. You welcome, Miss Crafty Leo. Okay, Miss Crystal got 222. Exactly. She need to be laughed at, girl. She a whole vibe, okay? Some drop the text me the number. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is my number. This number is my subscriber count. I am going for my community tab, okay, which is 500. And this is where I'm at. So with that being said, a person that did not go over that number was Miss Crystal Clear. So I will cash app you if you send me your cash app information. So I will do that right after this live. Thank you all for being a part of my show. I thank everybody for watching once again. Miss Crystal Clear, you rock. Okay. Thank you for being a moderator. Shannon, I thank you for being on. Why is y'all dropping all them numbers? Look at these cheap. And then she gonna drop the 343. I love my sister. She's so damn silly, y'all. But y'all have a beautiful night and an awesome week ahead of y'all. I'm about to go ahead and log off because I went way over my hour. Happy Sundays, praying couple, cooking couple. Thank you all for dropping in. All right.